Yeah, that was an ugly draft pick.
Hey,
Yeah,
the first year I had him 2 years ago when he put up numbers,
he was
he
MVP.
said yeah, that MVP season he saved my team. I went from third best in the league to third worst in the league on
Did you
his performances.
did you take Lamar early or you took him in the late round?
I took him mad late. I took him in like the second to last round.
Oh, that was perfect. Shit.
Yeah, yeah. But welcome back, everybody. As y'all can see, the whole crew is back. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been here. Period. But
I
we are
think it's
back.
I think it's been almost 2 months since I've been here.
Yes. Well, you did one episode. I feel like a couple weeks ago.
I did.
You and Joe held it down when I wasn't there. Episode 25. Yeah, the last episode was y'all two. And that was the last episode we did.
Well, 25
Uh,
don't count because you was having trouble. We just wanted
oh
to
yeah,
go
that's
on
right. That's
and
right.
just see.
Yeah,
So
25 should be deleted. I think
yeah,
you should
this
delete
actually
that.
should be
Yeah,
25.
this
Well,
right here should be 25.
we will correct that, everybody. So this is technically episode 25 of Shoot Your Shot podcast. We are back in full effect, just in time for the NFL season. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. Bones, what up? I see you. Derek, what up? I see you too. Appreciate y'all coming back with us.
What's good, everybody?
Yeah, Derek. If I was working all day. I meant to hit you. See if you could jump on today, but I was working all day, so I didn't get a chance. But shout out to Derek. He did. As long if y'all can remember that long ago, Derek did lose to our boy Joe in the greatest NFL team of all time tournament.
I don't know how. I voted for Derek 5 times. I don't know how Joe won.
Well, he only got 6 votes, so there you go.
Damn it.
So shout out to Derek. We appreciate you. Your prize is in the mail. Keep a lookout for it. It'll show up one day, or it never will. I guess we'll find out.
If it
That-
doesn't, blame the post office.
It's that
Yes.
box of fruit gushers you sent them.
Yeah, it's the post office fault. It's not us.
Don't blame us.
Contact FedEx. But your prize was bought and shipped and sent. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you're waiting for the mailman every day. So like we said, the NFL is back. We got our first game of the season on Thursday. Yeah, I know. You told me, Derek. I think all y'all were worried about Joe from the jump. That's why y'all picked the teams that y'all picked. We got a little time so we could talk about it. I don't think Joe feared any of y'all. To be honest,
Of course not.
and I definitely think the strength of his team forced a couple of y'all to pick some people y'all might not have picked if it was otherwise. But Derek did have one of the stronger teams, I felt like, and he was, also did have justifications for the picks that weren't in question by a few people, Joe in particular. But you got any words for Derek before we start before we get into it, Joe?
Talk your shit, man. Talk your shit.
You weak, pathetic fool. Now, I mean, I wasn't scared. I looked at his team. I mean, there was a few guys that I would have switched up. I just think when it comes to putting these teams together, you got to put your heart to the side and think with your brain. You may have to pick somebody you don't want to pick. I see everybody ran to Tom Brady, and I just looked at that as a sign of weakness when you run to Tom Brady, because you pick him thinking, oh, he's the 7-time Super Bowl champ. Everybody's going to want him on the team, and you think you're going to get a lot of votes by picking a Tom Brady, but a guy like that actually backfires because deep down inside, not a lot of people like him personally, So I think that deters votes away, when you see a team with Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every for the teams that were going up to try to face me, once I seen Tom Brady as their quarterback, that gave me a sense of ease. Like, all right, this ain't gonna be as tough as I thought it was. So, it starts from there.
And I'll say this: as soon as you beat me, I knew ain't none of these other motherfuckers have a chance.
Hey.
Because I felt really strongly with my team, and me and you worked close until the end. So once I seen that, I was like, man, unless somebody comes with a team that's similar to mine, and just a few tweaks, I was like, nah, nobody stands a chance.
I wanted to face King Vic, because he kept talking a lot of shit. Like, he kept talking like, he was gonna, face me, and he couldn't even, get past Derek. He barely got past Bones. I didn't know that. When I looked, it was tied up, and then next thing he had got that one vote at the last minute to win. But I didn't think he was going to get past Bones, and that kind of shocked me. But I kind of wanted to face him because he was talking the most junk. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
you can get him.
I was hoping to face him and hoping, to have a better challenge. And then once I seen Derek's team and I jumped out on a good lead from the beginning. It was like, 11-4 or something like that within the first day. And I was like, man, that's crazy, So
yeah, we were hoping for a little last minute drama. That's why I saved my vote till the end, but it didn't come up that way. King Vic, what up? We were just talking about you and your squad. Derek, I saw you asked for basketball next. It's in the works. We're going to do basketball. Probably wait a little closer to basketball season when it starts up, but we will be doing that for sure. And I think that one will be a little easier because it's going to be a way less players. So
that's actually harder because you got what we doing 10, right? We doing a starting 5 and then like a backup. So with so many players to choose from, it's going to be hard to narrow that down. Like, Well,
I meant as far as more so like involvement. It'll be easier for people to be involved because they're not going to have 30 names to
look through.
My question, what I wanted to ask is, are the players we pick, are they going to be forced to stay in their natural position, or can we mix them and juggle them?
I would say it would have to be a player that has played multiple positions. Let's say like a Durant. Durant plays small forward, power forward.
Right.
I would say put him in whichever slot you would want to put him in. Same as LeBron. LeBron can play 1 through 4, honestly. I would plug in LeBron either 1 through 4 if you want. I don't think that's cheating.
It wouldn't be cheating if I.
I don't think so.
All right, but if I got Kevin Garnett as my shooting guard, then
come on.
Yeah. All right, I got you. Cool.
Or I would even say, like, if you want to say Kevin Garnett, even though he never technically played center, or like Tim Duncan.
Durant.
Well, even so, like, someone like Tim Duncan or Kevin Garnett, I wouldn't be mad if you put them at center.
They played center before.
Duncan played center at the back.
Played center before.
Later on in his career, he was a center.
But to put a Kevin Durant as your shooting guard, that'll be some cheating.
I would agree with that. But we'll get into some more specifics again once we get closer to that. But again, Derek, that is on the way. And if you put Magic Johnson at center, you will be kicked out of the group.
Yeah,
he did technically played center, but
I mean, look, if you want to do that,
center, that don't count.
If you want to do that, you may cost your team a victory by doing something like that because we know
who's really your center now.
I mean, like you put Magic Johnson as your center, and I got Shaquille O'Neal as my center. You might as well forget about it. Magic Johnson barbecue chicken.
Right.
So.
But yeah, so like I said, we're gonna get into it. Homie said he tired of basketball talk, so we done with the basketball talk. We here for football. It's football season. That's what we here for.
The best time of the year.
Yeah. It literally and figuratively for me, I love the fall and winter season in general. My favorite time of year. And maybe because of Christmas and all that nonsense. Already throwing shots at my Bengals. It's all good, but
we'll get to them.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. But first, we're gonna start with probably the biggest news out of training camps. Roster move is Cam Newton. He got cut from the Patriots. So they going with the young guy.
Matt Jones.
So Matt Jones. So our big question, they coming for my Bengals early, yo. Jesus.
A lot of shots being fired at Cincinnati.
I'm for real. I in my opinion, I don't even have the worst squad out of all three of us, but they just coming straight from me. Like, gee,
you would think Tom Brady played for the Bengals right now.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Throwing shots at the Bengals,
But so the big question here for Cam, is it over for Cam? And if not, where do you see him getting a chance? Where do you see him being able to fit in? Or do you think this is it? You think we've seen the last of Cam Newton? I'll let Vic go first on this one.
Me personally, I don't think this is the last of him. How old is Cam? 32? 31, 32?
Like
I'll look it up.
I believe he's 32.
32. I mean, he's still got a lot of, a lot in the tank, in my opinion. Like my guy Gus said,
he's 32.
You know what I'm saying? He's still young for a quarterback. Is it because of the vaccination? Bill Belichick put a statement out and said that wasn't the case. Me personally, I don't believe that. I do think the vaccination has something to do with it. But if I'm a team in desperate need of a quarterback, I don't see why not. If I'm someone like Carolina, who's Carolina's quarterback? Well, they traded for Sam Darnold, right? Or maybe not Carolina. Who's in need of Minnesota? Because from what I hear, they want to get rid of Kirk Cousins, right? So you get rid of Kirk Cousins and maybe you put Cam in that spot. Maybe, I don't know if that's the perfect fit. I don't think it's a bad fit. They got a running game. They got
Carolina got Sam Darnold as their number one quarterback.
Minnesota has a great running game. They got good receivers. Maybe Minnesota. I don't know. What do you think, Joe? Maybe not. The Colts, maybe the Colts. They got a young receiving core. They got a great defense, great offensive line. They got that young running back, Jonathan Taylor. The Colts won't be a bad choice. There's a couple teams out there. What do you think, Joe?
I think it's over for him.
Do you think it's over because of his play, or do you think it's something else? It has something to do with the vaccination. He doesn't want to get vaccinated.
It's a 70-30 type thing. I think 70% is his gameplay, and then the 30% is the off-field stuff, the behind-the-scenes stuff. I mean, this whole forced vaccination thing is like, I don't agree with it, but I mean, you in a situation where you outnumbered, so the majority is gonna rule. He's not the only one that don't want to get it or you feel he shouldn't have to get it, but it's like, let's see what happens with the other guys. A big name is Cole Beasley for the Bills. I mean, I can't. I don't want to swing it to this direction or this section, but it's like, if Cole Beasley isn't being punished or in any way, then what's wrong with Cam Newton? But I think based on his play, it makes the decision a little more easier. I mean, the guy hasn't looked good in years. You can say his injuries, you can say his mental, we don't know what it is, but at the end of the day, he just hasn't looked good. He doesn't look good. So I don't think teams is going to be willing to take that chance with him. I think they look at it like the upside is not, worth it. Like you say, a trash team. All right, the Lions. I mean, they got Goff now. Isn't Goff hurt? Didn't he get hurt or something like that? So they could be looking for somebody. But I don't know. I don't know what team would be willing to take that chance. And then it's like, once you get them, what are the situations?
Maybe a backup. Maybe he goes down to a backup quarterback and put the ego to the side.
I mean, that's what he's gonna have to do. Right now, the ball is not in your court. You don't have no leverage. You see, I said the same thing about Cat years ago. He didn't really have leverage to do what he did. This is why, at the end of the day, he ended up losing the situation. If he would have had leverage, then they would have had no other choice. It's kind of like Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes don't want to get vaxxed, now we in a different ballpark. We have to try to do something to accommodate a Patrick Mahomes because he's pretty much the best quarterback in the league right now. We can't just automatically say we'll move on from him. So I don't know. I just personally think it's over. I've paid attention to his gameplay and what he's done on the field because I really don't care what you do off the field. And on the field, I just don't see, even with weapons, like his accuracy is off. He still has an arm. He can still throw far, but without accuracy, what good is it? You're throwing 70 yards for nothing. So I don't see any teams taking a chance on him. I think all the teams are pretty much good. They good with what they got. They look at it like, nobody is in desperate need. So I don't see him being signed by anyone.
So I got 4 teams that I think if things start off early, not going their way, which I think all 4 of these teams probably won't, that could take a flyer out on them and see. First, I got the Denver Broncos. They got Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock. Those are their 2 quarterbacks. Bridgewater had that injury. Nobody thought he'd ever come back, but he's here. I hope he does do well. But there's a big chance that he might not. Denver doesn't really have anything in way of wide receivers that jump out at you. They got Melvin Gordon at running back, but I think Cam might be able to do something with that team just to maybe revitalize them. Then I got the Las Vegas Raiders, which still sounds weird to say. Derek Carr has gotten a bunch of chances and hasn't got it done.
Not the Raiders. I don't see the Raiders going after Carr. I mean, going after him. Sorry.
I mean, the Raiders are known for going after players that nobody wants. I'm saying, these are just teams that, they could take. I don't see it as a huge chance, but more than anybody else. After that, I have Pittsburgh because I think Ben Roethlisberger is done, and they got a bunch of duds following him up. And
actually, Haskins looked great in the preseason.
Yeah, well, that's preseason.
I mean,
that's what it's there for. That's what preseason is there for.
Well,
but I don't know.
I mean, if that's the route they want to go, if that's who they put in their future in, good for me because they're going to be trash for the next 10 years. So I hope that's what they do. And then the last team I got is Washington. They don't really.
They signed Fitzpatrick. That's what they gave. They got Fitzpatrick for.
But
they giving him the reins.
Fix Magic.
Yeah.
Again, these are all the dudes that are in these positions, and for these 4 teams are dudes who have had their chances other places, have come up short. Fitzpatrick will play magical half the year and then be trashed the other half. These are just teams that, if the season starts off and it's not going the way they want it to go, or, God forbid there's an injury, those are teams that I see that could maybe take a flyer on him. I don't think he's done unless he's mentally checked out of the game, which is very possible. We don't know. But I just think a guy that's that big, that athletic, that strong, he's too young to just be done. Leverage is a part of it, but when Cam is on, he has the potential to be a top 5 quarterback. I mean, you've seen it. We've seen it before.
How long it's been?
It's been a while.
It's been a couple of years, but
not a couple of years.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time, man. When he won his MVP.
Wasn't that 2016 or something like that?
That was like 6 years, 7 years.
It's been a while.
7 years ago, man. Like, things change, man. Like
2015.
Yeah.
That's 7 years, almost 7 years.
The game with that.
7 seasons. Like,
don't get it twisted. I'm not saying he's ever going to be an MVP again. I'm just saying he has potential to be better than what we've seen. And I've always been a fan of Cam Newton. Not that I was ever a Panthers fan or anything, but I didn't, I had no problems with Cam. So I'd like to see him get another shot. I hate that he went to New England in the first place, because I don't think a player like him, his personality, is going to be able to thrive in that kind of situation.
Yeah, I think
so.
A player like Cam is more mental than skill set. Like, there's nothing wrong with his talent. He is talented, but when you got a player that's just mentally, we don't know what's wrong, that hurts more, because you don't know how to fix that. If there was a mechanical issue, you can get him in there, you could change something, you could fix something, you could switch something up. But when it's mental, it's like, bro, you gotta fix that. Like, we can't fix that unless you help us fix that. And those issues tend to never get fixed because you're mentally gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on in Cam's head. Like, you look at, and I hate to hold this against him, but you look at the way he acts, the way he dresses, the way he speaks during press conferences, like all of that. Like, it's just something wrong up there, man. It's something ain't right. Like, you in the NFL and you're acting like you're not. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. And this is why I don't think teams would be willing to take that chance, because it's like, we got to fix him before we put him out there. So you need to take, it's kind of like a Robert Griffin. Like, I think Robert Griffin was mental. It was injury at first, but then it turned into mental. And that's something you just can't fix as a team. You have to fix that on your own. You know what I'm saying? And until you fix that on your own, you're going to bounce around from team to team for another 2 years, riding the bench until you ride out into the sunset. And that's going to be it. So it's like, I think these teams have learned from the past of giving a quarterback like that or a player like that the chances, like, until you fix what you got going on, like, we good, we done. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't see those teams taking a chance.
Bottom line, because we're not going to spend too much more time on this. You got him not playing again this year, or period?
I got him not playing. If he doesn't play this season at all, if he doesn't even get picked up at all, then that's it for him. That's it.
And then me and Vic, he'll be playing this year.
Yeah, I think somebody will sign him.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing about the NFL is injuries are inevitable. There's going to be a starting quarterback that goes down somewhere at some point, and it's either do you run with your backup
we felt the same thing about Cap.
Like, it was a little bit different of a situation, though.
Nah, it was politics and skill. Like, at the time, Cap's skill was dropping. It was fading. He wasn't looking that great on the football field. Then you took that as well as his off-the-field issues. You combined them and said, it's not worth it. We rather go with this guy that we know isn't going to be better, but it's less of a headache. So we're going to roll with this guy. Like, come on, the Jets was rolling with Geno Smith and guys like that over Kaepernick. Like, come on. So it's like you're going to have teams out there where you can say Cam would do better. But it's like, what's my reward for bringing Cam on? And then, again, it's off the field politics now. Right. It's not just skill set, it's off the field issues. So I don't know. I don't see it. But I wish him the best of luck. I hope someone does take the chance on him, and I hope things do get better for him. But we'll see.
Yeah, that we will. So next up, a lot of ESPN does this often, and Bleacher Report I see they do the way too early predictions. So in that vein, we're going to do our own little version. We're going to do way too early award predictions first. Let's start with MVP. Who y'all got winning MVP this year?
Seeing that they always give it to a fucking quarterback, and I'm tired of it.
Derek, we're gonna get there, Derek. Don't worry.
I'm a go out on the limb.
Don't.
I mean, I'm gonna pick a quarterback.
I know. I think I know who you're gonna pick too.
Who you think I'm gonna pick?
I think you're gonna go with Josh Allen.
No.
Okay.
He was close. He was close.
I kind of figured.
But I'm gonna go out on a limb, and y'all may not like this pick, but I don't care. I'm gonna say Matthew Stafford.
I didn't hear. I think my speakers is messed up. He said Matthew Stafford.
I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford. He's gonna win the MVP. He's gonna put up an MVP season in LA with this new team and these new receivers and this better team, this better atmosphere. I think he got a lot of stress off of his back. The weight of Detroit on his shoulders is gone. I'm gonna go with Matthew Stafford. That's my
Derrick Henry.
That's that's a different pick. But to be honest, the NFL has him tied for third in projected for MVP. So it might not be, and he's tied with Tom Brady. So
there you go.
It might not be that off the wall.
Just remember, I'm the one that said it. So if he does win, we all know.
I'll send you a bottle of tequila.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Make sure it's the one with the worm in it. Them shits are better.
I gotta find that. That shit is in Mexico somewhere.
Yeah. All right, Vic, who you got MVP of the season?
I mean, we know Patrick Mahomes is the Michael Jordan of the NFL. He could win MVP every year. Oh, am I wrong or am I correct?
You're wrong because he ain't Michael Jordan. He lost in the Super Bowl. MJ,
you know what I mean? I'm talking about MVP status.
Nah, man.
Because I'm fucking tired. That's why.
So,
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm going out on a limb. I'm probably gonna be wrong. I really don't care. But my MVP, Joe, same team. Not only is he gonna win MVP, he's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year, and that will be Mr. Aaron Donald.
Okay.
The greatest defensive tackle the NFL has ever seen.
No, they don't give MVPs to defensive players, man.
Didn't he come number 2 a few years ago? When he won, I think he was number 2. I think it was 2018 or 2019. Somebody check that for me. He came number 2.
Well, they got him ranked tied for 5th in the MVP race with Rodgers and Russell Wilson. So again, not that far off.
It's a good pick.
JR, please don't say Joe Burrow. He's not going to win MVP.
Oh, not this year.
Don't say Jamar Chase either.
Don't say. I've been hearing bad things about Jamar Chase. Oh,
yeah, he had a very very bad preseason.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
We'll get into that later, but
no, I'm not completely delusional. Does Joe Burrow have the potential to maybe be an MVP one day? Yes, but we are not anywhere close to that. I agree with you, Vic. The easy route is to say Patrick Mahomes. He's the clear cut MVP.
Or A-Rod. It's like 1 or 2. It's a coin toss.
So I'm not gonna say that just because it's the typical answer. Although more than likely it probably will be Mahomes, especially after whether you believe the NFL is rigged or not. After what they made him do in the Super Bowl to get Tom Brady that one last year, they definitely going to let him get the MVP this year. But with that said, I won't get into it. I'm going Lamar Jackson. I think he has a bounce back year. I think he's mad because everybody's still talking shit like he's not a quarterback. And that's in my division. So and this is just me going out on a limb.
I think I stepped in something. Hold on.
You too?
Yeah, I smell shit. I think I stepped in something.
Hey, truth be told, y'all would both love to have Lamar Jackson as your quarterback because y'all quarterbacks is trash. So
my quarterback isn't trash. He just can't stay healthy.
My quarterback is a rookie, so
it's a question mark.
I'm gonna at least go.
Vic, I don't even know who the quarterback in San Francisco is. I'll be honest.
My quarterback isn't bad. He just can't stay healthy.
Oh yeah, you got Jimmy, right?
He just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Jimmy can't stay healthy.
Jimmy can't stay healthy.
Jimmy got the Jimmy arms. He got the Jimmy legs.
Fucking Jimmy, man. Piss me off.
Again, I don't think it'll happen, but just for entertainment purposes, Lamar, he's not on the cover of Madden this year, so there's no worry about the Madden curse.
No Madden.
Jimmy is done. So is Daniel. Daniel Jones is done too. How about that? The Giants is done for the season and they ain't start yet. How about that one?
Ooh, funky. Fight.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So
we gotta fire next up, fans. We gotta fire back.
Next up, we got Offensive Player of the Year. Joe, who you got?
Well, this is another award that they always want to give to quarterbacks. But
I know who he gonna pick.
You already know who I'm gonna pick.
The king.
That man
right there.
That man right behind Vic. Stiff arming the shit out of a Buffalo Bill, a new 49er. I'm gonna go with Derrick Henry. He's gonna lead the NFL in rushing yards again. He's gonna lead the NFL in rushing TDs. He's gonna have close to 2,000 yards, I believe. He's going to have another season because he's tired of putting up these seasons and these awards going to quarterbacks. So what he's going to do is he's going to put up a season so monstrous that they ain't going to have no other freaking choice but to give him at least one of them. So if he's not going to take MVP, he's going to take Offensive Player of the Year. So I'm going to go with Derrick Henry as my Offensive Player of the Year.
It's a great pick. I like
Derrick
that.
Henry.
I like that pick. King Henry.
Vic?
Joe, I love that pick. I love that pick so much. I'm actually going to stick with the team. Mr. Ryan Tannehill, show them what you can do with another receiver on the other end named Julio Jones. Show me what you can do, Ryan. I'm going with Ryan just because of Derrick Henry.
That's not bad.
I'm going out on a limb all season long.
So the only problem with both of your picks, both of y'all's picks, is these past couple of years.
Going back to overnight, baby.
The Titans have been underdogs. Ain't nobody really looking at the Titans. Now with the Julio Jones edition, there's gonna be eyes on the Titans. People are going to be expecting things from the Titans, and expectations sometimes can ruin a team. Some teams thrive in the underdog's role. Same like the Buffalo Bills. Now that homie put up those numbers and they were as good as they were last year in the past couple of years. Now there's eyes on them. What are these teams going to do with these big expectations? So that's the only fault I see in either of y'all's picks. But I mean, you can't argue with either of them as far as being bad picks. For me, I'm gonna go with something a little off. I picked this based solely off of this team has nobody else, and if he stays healthy, Christian McCaffrey. He's all they got. He's all they got. Hey, you just said Ryan Tannehill, bro, who's been a nobody his whole career. So
he's been balling since he got over to Tennessee.
Was that a year? It's been a year.
Hey, listen. 1
year could be a fluke, bro. Don't get it twisted. Ryan Tannehill, he's most noted for having a wife who's more gangster than him. Left the ratchet in the whip.
Look, listen, I would love to see McCaffrey have a great year.
I like that pick.
And be healthy. I would love for him to play 17 games.
I like that pick.
The fact that he plays both positions or he tries to play wide receiver and running back, and he doesn't have the body for run. Like, I don't know. I think that's what takes his toll, him getting hit so much. So, if I was them, I would try to lessen his role as a running back and use him more as a receiver. But I just don't see him finishing the season. I don't see him playing 17 games, man.
Well, I'm just going with optimism. And to Derek, to your point, no one cares about Pro Bowls. Nobody cares. He probably got in because somebody didn't want to play. Like, no one cares about a Pro Bowl. It's not the same as other sports.
60% of the roster don't play because they be in the Super Bowl. So.
Hold on, time out. Wait, who's got 2 Pro Bowls? Who's been to the Pro Bowl twice?
I think you're talking about Tannehill.
I'm about Tannehill. And you said no one cares about Pro Bowls because what?
No, because Tannehill went to the Pro Bowl because Mahomes didn't go because he was in the Super Bowl.
Okay, so Tannehill got 2 Pro Bowls. In the last 20 years, how many Bengals got a Pro Bowl?
A bunch.
Who?
Tyler Eifert, AJ Green, Chad Johnson.
Trash.
Come on, bro, get out of here. You want to talk? You want to talk about it? We could talk about it.
Where AJ go?
Arizona. Hey,
he went.
It is what it is. But Gio, let me tell you right now, Gio gonna have a good year in Tampa. Gio is one of those type of players that Tom Brady is gonna utilize. He's one of those like what do they call, like auxiliary players that he's gonna be catching out the backfield and all that. So don't sleep on Gio.
Gio's the 3rd string running back, right?
Yeah.
So
I would imagine so. No, I guarantee you he will. Like what I'm saying, he fits that Tom Brady shit perfect. The little screen passes and
that's what Ronald Jones do.
Yeah, but Gio's better at it. Let's move on.
They re-signed Fournette, right?
Yeah, they got both. Gio's not touching the field.
Maybe. I don't know.
Only one the national anthem is on.
You know Fournette not playing 17 games, so
yeah. So next up, we got Defensive Player of the Year. I think, do we even need to argue it? We also taking Aaron Donald.
I mean, come on.
No, I'm gonna.
Go, Joe.
I'm gonna switch the narrative up, and I'm gonna go with his teammate. I'm gonna go with Jalen Ramsey.
It's a great pick.
Not any bad.
A shutdown corner.
It's a great pick.
I think he has a great season this year, and he's unless teams are smart and just don't throw in his direction. But
the Revis effect.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Jalen Ramsey. But if not, Darnold is a close second. Like
can I put my second, or we're just
like a 1A, 1B? I mean, but I'm gonna go with Jalen Ramsey.
It's a great pick.
Yep, ain't mad at it. All right, so we got up next, offensive rookie of the year.
I really don't focus much on rookies because usually the quarterback get the most burn. So it's which rookie quarterback is going to have the biggest impact and the most, success out of them. I'm hearing son from the Jaguars just don't look good so far.
You talking about Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
That offensive line is beyond horrible. I mean,
so
and give the same performance.
I don't want to sound biased, but I think
division picks is coming up.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we got all of that covered in this episode.
I do think the guy the Jets took, Zach Wilson, I do feel he'll put up decent numbers.
I'm hearing good things about him.
Yeah, due to the fact that everything around him is pretty much new. I mean, not new, but they've been here already, and they know what they're doing. So I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with Zach Wilson.
Is that your Jet pick?
I mean, you gotta slide somebody.
Hey, I ain't mad at
team in there.
Yep. Hey, you already know who I'm picking, even with all the bad looks in preseason.
Jamar.
So, yeah, I got to. I mean, he was what were we, like the number 4 pick, whatever pick we were. He's a high pick. He's got a lot of upside. He's fortunate that he's got two. We got 2 other receivers. Tyler Boyd is 1,000 yards every year. T. Higgins stepped up last year as a rookie and did his thing, so he's not going to be the main focus. But if Joe Burrow can stay healthy and that offensive line could protect Joe Burrow, I think Chase he'll settle down, he'll settle into things and has potential to put up some numbers. So I'm gonna pick him just because, again, it's off. Rookies is always difficult, but why not just stick with the home team for something like this?
There you
Who
go.
You got, Vic?
See,
has it ever been like co-rookie of the year? It's never been nothing like that before, right?
Not to my knowledge.
Nah, damn. I actually have 2. If there is a co-rookie, I'm actually going with Najee Harris, the running back from Pittsburgh, and actually, surprise, Mac Jones, New England Patriots' new starting quarterback.
How's it going?
I think it's a toss-up between those 2, in my opinion.
The only issue you have with either of those, same with my pick, is the offensive lines. New England's offensive line isn't so great, and from what I'm hearing, Pittsburgh's offensive line is not great. They had a couple people dip. They had one homie, he retired, and
Jason.
Their offensive line is not what they used to be. So both of those picks really all of our picks really determine on who has the best offensive line.
I think every pick is the same way. Health, offensive line, scheming, play calling.
Next one up is defensive rookie of the year. That's so difficult. I couldn't even try to pretend like I know who any of these dudes are to even have a pick on that. Do y'all have anybody in mind, or should we just move on from defensive rookie of the year?
The easy pick that if you guys watched any preseason games, the easy pick will be Patrick Surtain Jr. or the second. That will be the most common pick, which everyone.
Have a good one, Jay.
I'm actually going with the Cleveland Browns, their second-round pick. He's a linebacker, Jeremiah Asawa. I hope I pronounced that correctly. From the few games that I've seen, he was just everywhere. He was a missile. everywhere. If you guys have the time, YouTube, Jeremiah Osawa, you should see all his highlights for the preseason and get back to me. That's my pick for Rookie of the Year. For defensive Rookie of the Year.
Joe, you got one, or you want to keep it moving?
Nah, like I said, rookies don't excite me.
Yeah. So let's move it on then. Comeback Player of the Year. I feel like there's for me there's 3 obvious answers, but I'll let y'all go first.
Yeah, Vic, who you got?
BBC. What's BBC?
We're not gonna go there, bro. No.
Yeah, boy.
No. Sorry, everyone, but this show.
This is a sports podcast.
Yeah, this is a sports podcast. We take that. We go somewhere else with that. But now go ahead, Vic. Proceed.
What? I'm sorry, that threw me off track. What was the question again?
Comeback Player of the Year.
Comeback Player of the Year. Can I pick Comeback Player of the Year like based off injuries or
yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah,
really,
whatever. He could be injured. He didn't have to. He could have played but had a crappy year, and now this year could be better. So it doesn't matter.
I would pick Saquon Barkley, but I got to see that offensive line first. But he would be my 3rd pick, actually. My Comeback Player of the Year shouldn't be no surprise. Got to be a 49er. My whole team was injured last year. It's Mr. 85, George Kittle.
Jimmy G.
No, definitely not. George Kittle.
No.
It's definitely George Kittle for me.
That's a good pick. I'm gonna stick with a quarterback.
Jimmy G?
And, no. I'm gonna go Dak Prescott.
That's a great pick. I'm actually rooting for Dak Prescott. I'm really rooting for him this season.
I think he has a good season, but the team doesn't. If that makes sense.
Those receivers he's got weapons.
If that makes sense, I'm gonna say
Dak Prescott, right, Vic.
Dak Prescott has a great season and he wins Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, y'all pretty much mentioned 2 of my 3, so I'll go with the one that y'all didn't mention. As much as it pains me to say this because he is a Cleveland Brown, Odell Beckham Jr.
I'm rooting for Odell also. I'm definitely
me too.
For Odell.
I believe he gets traded 5-6 games into the season.
I hope he does. I think that'll be the best thing for him. He didn't want to be in Cleveland. He's not right for Cleveland.
I think Cleveland is better without him.
Yeah.
What do you mean how is Dak done? Explain to me how Dak Prescott is done. Someone explain that one to me.
He's a Giants fan. That's why.
The floor is yours. See no evil.
Yeah. Explain how Dak is done. Even if you're a Giant fan, can we be realistic?
That whole NFC East is never realistic. So.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, I'm not the biggest Dak fan, but I mean, you can't deny he's talented. And what he blew out his knee, right?
Yeah.
He'll be back. He'll be all right. They just gave him all that money. So last, we'll give homie some time to type out his defense, or maybe he want to come on next episode and defend himself. But last award is the Coach of the Year. Who we got?
I'm not too familiar with everybody's name as far as coaches go. So, based on how I got these teams winning and record win-losses, I am going to go with the coach of the Bills.
It's not McDermott. It's shit.
No, Sean is the Rams coach, right?
Yeah, damn, what's his name? Damn, I
Get
can't.
the name of the coach of the Bills.
I can't remember the Bills coach. Hey, y'all, anybody know?
I'll look it up. I got you. Hold on.
Coach.
Based on my statistics and how I got everything broken down and laid out.
I'm McDermott.
Oh, it was an ankle fracture. I thought it was knee. It was his knee for some weird reason.
You said Sean McDermott?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the Rams coach.
No, the Rams coach is Sean McVay, not McDermott.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Sean, whatever. All right. So,
Yeah, Sean McVay is the Rams coach.
Okay. So the coach of the Bills will win. Coach, I got him as my pick for coach of the year.
I like that pick.
They got a stacked team.
They got a great team.
I got them.
We'll mention them in a second.
Yeah, we'll be getting to them.
We'll touch on them.
I got him as my coach of the year.
That's a great pick. I like that pick, actually. Definitely like that pick. Come on, come on. We're going into the season healthy. Fingers crossed.
Good boy.
I got all my Bibles. I got all my crosses laid out. I'm praying every night. I eat my vitamins. Cal Shanahan, baby.
None of that shit going to work.
Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. My coach of the year actually is Bill Belichick because he got something to prove this year, and he's going to prove it. I told you I'm going out on a limb all season.
With Mac Jones?
I'm telling you, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Who Mac Jones throwing to?
Don't matter. You're gonna see.
Yeah, I got the answer. He throwing the defenses all.
No, you talking about you thinking of Zach Wilson. That's what you're thinking about. Thinking about Zachary.
Hey. I'm gonna pull a Skip Bayless. I got 2 cases of dude that says he finished with more interceptions than touchdowns.
I take it.
So I'm gonna go with I mean, I guess kind of all my picks been a little off the wall, but I'm gonna go with the off the wall pick, Pete Carroll.
Who's that?
I think all the nonsense at the beginning of the offseason between him and Russell got beef, and all this and that. I think the Seahawks are going to come out strong. I think they're going to have a real good year. And,
you can't win Coach of the Year in your 10th season with the team. Like, come on, man.
Why not?
Come on, man.
I know who Pete Carroll is. It's a joke.
Y'all been together. This is like, come on, man. Y'all been together for like 12 seasons. Y'all know everything about everything. Like, get out of here with that. Man.
Seattle, sorry to burst your bubble, but Seattle's not even making the playoffs.
I would hope you would say that.
But again,
it's just a pick. So I want to do this real quick. We're not going to spend too much time on it. Just give me a team that you think is going to surprise everybody and a team that's going to disappoint. Joe, you go first.
My biggest surprise is the Chargers. I got them going 11-6 and making the playoffs this season.
And disappointment?
My biggest disappointment, as usual, will be the Dallas Cowboys. Based on the hype and the hope and the fans, they are always 13-3 in Super Bowl predictions. So based on all of that, they will be the biggest disappointment. They will finish another season not going to the playoffs and not winning that NFC East, which should be won with ease because it's an easy division to win. So my biggest disappointment is the Dallas Cowboys.
Aren't they the biggest disappointment every year for like the last 25 years?
That's why I'm rolling with them. You can't lose.
It's like betting on black. We're gonna win,
man. You can't lose. So that's my biggest disappointment. The Dallas.
Yeah, but get them. Sino is spamming. No thumbs down. 49. Let's get out of here, bro.
All right, Vic. Who you got? Real quick.
Biggest surprise, I told you, going out on a limb all year. My biggest surprise is going to be the Chicago Bears. My biggest disappointment is actually going to be the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. I'm going to stay, as far as disappointments, I'm going to stay in the same division. I'm going to go Cleveland Browns. And my biggest surprise, and this is mainly because their division is just overall a weak division. other than the Bucks, I think the Falcons are going to surprise a lot of people this year.
So wait, you said your Browns is going to be the biggest disappointment.
My Browns, they're not my Browns.
The Browns.
The Browns will be the biggest disappointment. Yes.
Well, we're going to revisit that next year. We'll revisit this one.
Listen, I don't think it's going to take that long. I think by week 8 we can bring it.
We'll revisit because there'll be 7-1.
Yeah, something like that. 6-2 at worst.
There you go again. See, I've been watching the Browns my whole life, watching them suck with all these big expectations. They had all those expectations last year, and what happened?
Honestly,
nothing happened.
A lot of the expectations usually just ride on the quarterback. So this is like one of the first times they actually have a good team and not just a quarterback name. So last year wasn't a disappointment. They actually did pretty good. They went to the playoffs. They lost to a team that everyone knew they would lose to.
And they didn't play bad.
And they didn't play bad. They almost had the game. So
y'all put your faith in the Cleveland Browns. See how far they get you.
I'm not a Cleveland Brown fan, so I don't put my faith in them. But
I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the AFC Championship game.
I would be
if healthy.
We're gonna touch on the division. So
yeah, we'll get on it. I just want to remind everybody, we are an hour in, but we a little late. This is Shoot Your Shot Podcast. Technically, episode 25, because the last episode didn't really exist. I do agree the Bengals might be a surprise, but I need to see. I need to see.
That's not a surprise.
I need to see Joe Burrow. I need to see what Joe Burrow looked like because they're saying mentally he's not right yet, and I need to see that offensive line before I can make any predictions about the Bengals. I will say this, Vic. Actually, let's all three of us do it. Let's put 20 on which of our teams got the best record at the end of the year.
Come on,
Vic is gonna win.
No, he's not.
Yes,
no, he's not.
Look,
no, he's not.
Listen, man.
Hold on. First of all, healthy. San Francisco is arguably maybe the top 3 team in the entire NFL if we're healthy.
I'm not that dumb.
Don't give me free. I don't want free money.
I don't respect the 49ers. No, I'm playing. My dad was a 49ers fan. Joe Montana the GOAT. Fuck Tom Brady. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Again, this is Shoot Your Shot Podcast. We appreciate everybody that's been locked in with us. We still talk on NFL. So we got let's pick our division winners real quick.
What was the last time the Giants won a championship? 2013, 2012, or some shit like that?
So let's start in the AFC. Who y'all got winning the AFC East? You got the Bills, you got the Dolphins, you got the Patriots, you got the Jets.
Well, I got the Bills winning the AFC East.
You should have the Jets because that's your team.
Why? I'm not delusional. I'm not stupid.
That's your team.
That don't fucking mean nothing. So I got the Bills winning the division 13-4. The fact that they played the Dolphins and the Patriots and the Jets 2 times each or whatever, that's 6 or 7 wins basically right there. So,
we did blow it a couple of years ago against the Chiefs. Fucking Jimmy Garoppolo had Emmanuel Sanders wide fucking open. Game over. We ain't gonna get into that though. I am going out on a limb once again. Patriots wins the AFC East this year.
All right, I'm taking the Bills with Joe. AFC West: Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers. I think that's an easy one.
Yeah, the Chiefs.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs as well.
The Chiefs.
The
AFC North: Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers.
I would like to hear from you, seeing that you got the Browns as the biggest disappointment. I would like to hear who do you have winning this division?
Baltimore.
With what record? What record do you have them winning the division with?
9-8.
I mean, in this division, I mean, it's a toss-up. It could be. We could all go 1-1 with everybody. Each team could go 1-1 with every other team. It's a toss-up. I mean, no team in this division looks like a 100% knockout. Every team has question marks, all four, top to bottom. I think it could be, like our division usually is. It's going to be a dogfight. And, if I'm picking Lamar Jackson to have a season like he had 2 years ago, why would I not pick the Ravens to win the division?
Have you seen the Ravens schedule? Because I have.
No, I haven't actually.
I've seen the Ravens schedule. It's not easy.
But we're not talking about the schedule. We're talking about the division.
I think me and Joe can agree on this one. I believe we're both picking the Browns.
Yeah, I got the Browns.
On paper, this team looks amazing. That's all I can say.
So then we'll throw AFC South, Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans.
I got the Titans and the Colts tied, but I got the Titans winning the division based on head-to-head matchups. They'll win the head-to-head matchups versus the Colts. So I got the Titans.
Titans.
I got the Titans running away with it. I don't even think it's going to be close.
Would you pick the Colts if Wentz was healthy?
Nope.
Joe?
No, I think the Titans are still too put together.
Are we talking
All right.
about adding?
So let's move over to the NFC. You got the NFC East: Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Washington. This might be the weakest division in football. I don't even know. Throw a dart.
I got Washington winning the division. Not by much. They're gonna win it. They're gonna finish 10-7 or somewhere around there. But I got them winning the division.
All right, Vic.
I got it a 4-way tie. Nobody wins the division. Nobody even goes to the playoffs.
I would love that, but seeing that the NFL is stupid and they're gonna pick one of them, because I felt that way last year when who made it? Washington went with a under 500. What was they, like 6-10, 7-9, something like that?
Who was a powerhouse for so long? Is he talking about the Cowboys? Because Cowboys was a powerhouse for a long time, right?
Bro, the last Cowboys Super Bowl is on VHS.
I don't know. I'm going with Washington too. I think Washington's going to win the division just based on that defense. Their defense.
Yeah, that defense is scary. 10. I'm going Washington too.
I'm going Washington. Yeah.
NFC West, which I think is might be one of the best divisions, honestly.
In the NFL.
Cardinals, Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, Seahawks.
You don't even have to ask me, so.
Yeah. Who you got, Joe?
I got the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams as well.
Great.
NFC North, we got the Bears, the Lions, the Packers, the Vikings.
I think we all agree on Mr. Rodgers.
Of course. When is the last time he lost this division?
And then another no-brainer: NFC South, Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Bucks. It's got to be the Bucks.
I got the Bucks as well.
You guys got the Bucks?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it depends on what Michael Thomas is going to do. I'm leaning towards the Saints. I'm out on a limb all year. Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston, let's go. That's right. Out on a limb.
Get the crab legs ready, baby. Let's do it.
Crab legs ready. Jameis Winston. Let me tell you, the New Orleans Saints will win the division this year. You heard it? My skip pound on the desk.
I had to do some.
Write it down. Write it down.
You heard it here from Joe. How many cases of Dewey you want to bet on this one?
You could bet the 2 from earlier and run another 2 back. So that's 4 cases right there. We got
4 cases of Dewey. The Saints will win not only will the Saints win the division, Tampa Bay is going to decline because Brady will have an average season this year. I'm out on a limb.
I won't be mad at it.
I'm out on a limb.
So I was gonna do the playoffs and Super Bowl. But I think we should save that for next episode, so we got some more stuff to talk about.
Taysom Hill was trash, just to let you know, Vic. Sorry.
let's do week 1 picks, and then we're gonna get up out of here. So first game this Thursday, which will be right before we'll be going live right before, and that's when we'll talk playoffs and Super Bowl predictions. We got the Cowboys at the Bucks. Who y'all got?
I think Tom Brady gets off to a good start against the Cowboys. I got Tampa Bay winning.
I got Tampa winning too.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be Dak's first game back. I believe he's gonna be playing week 1.
Oh yeah, of course. He's gonna have
back.
a decent game, but
Bucks are gonna win that one.
Yeah, Bucks are
so
gonna
then
win a shootout.
That brings us to Sunday.
38, some shit like
all of the early games.
It's gonna
No,
be a
I don't think
shootout.
so. I don't think so.
They're missing 2 of their offensive linemen. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think Dak going to be running for his life.
He might, but it's
that Cowboys offensive line isn't what it used to be either.
Can't stay healthy. They just can't stay healthy.
All right,
and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games at the 1 o'clock slot.
San Francisco.
They're not playing yet. Jaguars and Texans.
I got the Jags.
I got it in a fucking draw, 10-10.
That'll be ugly.
You predicted a tie week 1?
I really do.
If that shit happens in week 1, get rid of both of these teams.
Yeah, for real. Get rid of that whole division and
No, I'm leaning. I'll lean towards the Texans because they got that much more talent than the Jaguars.
And
I think the Jaguars win 10-7.
And just for the record, I didn't tell y'all this, but I am going to be keeping track of our picks, and we are going to keep records for these predictions. So, Joe, we all picked the Bucks, or no?
Yeah.
Vic,
for Thursday, yeah, I got the Bucks.
I got the Bucks.
And a landslide. I see it being like 38-10.
All right, and then Joe, you said Jacksonville?
Yeah, I got the Jags in that first game.
I got Houston.
All right. I'm also going Houston. All right, and then we got Chargers at Washington.
Oh,
I got the Chargers.
But I'm going Chargers. Herbert, watch him.
Yeah, that's all 3 of us going Chargers.
Hey, what you doing?
Then we got Seahawks at Colts.
I got the Seahawks.
Who's the quarterback going into week 1 for the Colts?
I don't know.
I couldn't even tell you.
And
it's like the 3rd string quarterback. I know that.
Then I got to go to Seahawks then.
All right. Then we got Jets at Panthers.
Coin toss.
Jets.
Yep.
Who? Sam Darnold is the quarterback? I'm going Panthers.
I think the Jets spoil his first game, and
I'm gonna rock with Joe's Jets. I'm gonna go with the Jets, and then we got the Vikings and my Cincinnati Bengals.
Damn, you just went with my Jets, so I'm gonna make you a little upset because I'm not going with the Bengals.
That's fine.
I got Minnesota.
Minnesota and Dalvin Cook is going cook.
Don't sleep on our defense now. We improved on defense. I'm gonna pick the Bengals just because that's my squad, but we probably gonna lose. And I'm okay with that.
Is Joe Burrow starting or no?
Yeah. He's playing week 1. We will be, as of right now, the only person we'll be missing is Trey Waynes, our starting corner. He's out week 1.
Did he get snaps in the preseason?
Burrow?
Yeah, Burrow.
3.
1, 2,
pretty
3.
tough, man.
Yeah.
He might be
3
rusty.
snaps or 3 series?
No, 3 snaps. He did 3. He played 3 snaps the final game.
He might be
tough,
real
man.
rusty.
I don't know, man. You throwing him to the wolves like that, but good luck. I just hope nothing happens.
Yeah, me too. All right, then we got Cardinals at Titans.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
That is a good game.
I got Tennessee.
I got Tennessee as well.
right.
Derrick Henry gonna go off on off to a good start.
That Arizona defense has improved though.
It is, but I look at it as a pass defense, not really a run defense.
Yeah. So, I'm going Tennessee too.
That might be a shootout.
Now we all know Vic going 49ers. 49ers versus the Lions.
The Lions, like,
come on.
It's Detroit. Like,
I'm picking the Lions. I'm just playing.
If we
49ers across the board.
Here Tuesday,
Lions week 1,
you won't see me here Tuesday.
Like, Vic could go back to the night shift.
So then after that, we got Steelers at Bills.
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
I'm going Pittsburgh.
I am going surprise, Buffalo. Then we got Eagles at Falcons.
Doesn't it even matter?
All these games matter.
I'm actually gonna go with the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm gonna run with the Falcons as well. I got them.
And that's 3 for the Falcons. All right. Another the first 4:00 game or 4:30 game, a big one. Browns at Chiefs.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
And this may surprise you, but I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
I'm going with the Browns too. Actually, I think the Browns get the upset.
The Browns get the upset in Arrowhead as well,
which is very hard to do.
The game is in Kansas City, so I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
I am going Kansas City because y'all are tripping. All right, Packers and Saints.
Packers.
I agree.
Packers, yeah, Mr. Rogers.
And I think Rodgers has something to prove this year too.
He proved it last year. Yeah, before that.
He proves it every year.
He proves it every year, but this year especially again. All right, then we got Broncos at Giants.
I don't think the Broncos got anything going, so I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Hey, what you eating over there?
I'm going Giants as well.
And I am going Broncos. Nah, in a second.
All right. Then we got Miami versus the Patriots.
That's a good one. I'm going to because Tua got to show me. He hasn't shown me nothing.
No.
I'm going with Miami. Even though Tua, it might not be it, I think he's slightly better than Mac Jones. I don't see nothing clicking for New England. Like, I could see if they had a big name receiver or big name running back, someone to get the attention off of Mac Jones or someone to help him. But it's like, I just don't see anything working for the Patriots this year. So
they got no offense.
Right. They ain't got nothing much. So I'm gonna go with Miami.
Their defense improved.
All right. And then the 8:20 game.
They here.
Yeah.
They took off, last year with COVID. So
so last game on Sunday, the 8:20 game, Bears and Rams.
That's gonna be a good one, I believe.
I got the Rams.
I got the Rams as well.
I would like that person to name the 2 or 3 people. I also would like that person to reveal themselves, seeing that they are anonymous and don't want to, reveal who they are.
Facebook.
It keeps saying, it says Facebook user. 2 out of the 3 people are smart on this panel.
Oh, he's talking about me too. I've been going out on a limb this whole episode.
All right, but who is that?
That's my homie Justin. For some reason on the Facebook, when they comment on Facebook, it shows us as just it shows us on here as Facebook user. He's not hiding. If you go to the stream on Facebook, it'll show you.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
And he's a Giants fan, so he's just talking shit.
Oh, okay. That's why he's hiding. He's a Giants fan. I feel your pain, Giants fan.
So I get it. I got you, fam. Your quarterback, Daniel Jones. I understand, bro.
I feel your pain, Mr. Giants fan.
Yeah, your coach name is Joe Judge. Come on, guy.
Isn't that? Oh no, that's Joe Brown.
That's Joe Brown.
Judge Joe Brown and Joe. Oh, okay.
But Joe Judge come on after Judge Brown, so he gonna 4:30. Come on after the 4:30 slot.
That's weird. That seems. But anyway.
And he said 2 out of 3 of us are smart, not 2 out of 3 are not smart.
No, he's talking about y'all two.
Yeah, we're smart because we picked the Giants.
Yeah, I've been shitting on the Giants this whole episode.
I mean, it is the Giants. Yo, it's all love though, Justin. It's all good. And then we got one last the Monday night game, the Ravens versus the Raiders.
It's gonna be a shootout.
At first, I picked the Raiders, and then I thought about it and said, no, I'm gonna pick Baltimore. So I got the Ravens in this one.
Me too.
I'm going Raiders because the Ravens don't have a running back.
Yeah, they do. Look at Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, but besides Lamar, like
who they quarterback?
Lamar Jackson.
It sounds like Bugs Bunny. First base, Bugs Bunny.
Sound like an MVP to me, baby.
Third base, Bugs Bunny.
So that's it. So we got all our picks in. Like I said, we'll be keeping track of the record all year. So whoever has the worst record is gonna have to do something. We stick with some kind of bet. Whoever has the worst record is gonna have to do something embarrassing on live or something crazy.
We're gonna have to twerk. One of us gotta twerk. We gotta drop it like it's hot.
I quit the night before.
We'll figure something out.
One of us gotta drop it like it's hot on camera.
We do have a lot of the same picks. It only varies a little bit here or there, but so that's it. That's going to be it for today, everybody. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. We went a little long today, just because we've been MIA as of recent. So we want to, thank everybody. Appreciate everybody who participated in the NFL, the greatest NFL tournament that we did. Again, shout outs to Derek Brookins for losing to Joe. Shout out to King Vic, who is always prominent in the chats. Shout out to all you delusional Giants fans out there.
Dallas fans.
Yeah. We appreciate y'all. We will be back on the regular schedule Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6:00.
Yes, sir.
We'll be talking mostly football. We'll probably add a little basketball in there as that revs up. And I know playoffs should be starting pretty soon for baseball. So I know, Joe, you're going to want to be talking that. The Premier League and all the soccer leagues have started up already. Chelsea has started off amazingly. So shout outs to Chelsea Football Club. Anything y'all got to say before we leave the people?
Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. If you do, make sure you keep your lights off so that way nobody will see you and you won't get in any trouble.
And you live once, don't pull out. Fuck it. She get pregnant, fuck up that summer for her.
Summer's over, so
it'll be back.
Pull out because you don't wanna be cuddled with a bum bitch for the winter.
When December comes, leave it in.
Cuffing season, preseason has begun. Make sure you put out a couple lines. Remember, it's preseason. Don't just settle for one during the preseason. You got to get you 2 or 3 for cuffing season. Get them lined up so you can make cuts before the regular season starts next month or November. So have a good cuffing season. Football season back. We appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Thursday talking more football.
Thursday, motherfuckers. Tune
more
in.
Football.
More football. We'll talk playoffs. We'll talk Super Bowl. We'll talk Super Bowl MVPs. All that kind of shit.
I'll try to sneak in some Ben Simmons disses, but I don't know how far it'll go.
Hopefully he'll be traded by then.
I don't think so, but
yeah, probably not.
We'll get to this the this Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. Oh yeah, we're gonna win it all now because we have a center. You don't have a fucking center. I don't know what you have.
Yeah.
They barely played 40 minutes combined. That's another story for another day.
Yeah, we'll get into it. All right, everybody. Peace.
Peace.